girlies! Hello and welcome to this week's video. For this week's video, we're going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. The way I'm going to do this is slightly different than the traditional 24-hour readathon because I need my sleep, so I'm not going to be ruining my sleep schedule for this. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to read for 24 hours total. Spend the rest of today reading and part of tomorrow reading, and we'll see where we're at. But I'm going to try to read for 24 hours. It's going to be over, kind of, I already said, but the next day and a half. So we'll see how that all ends up going. I tried starting this yesterday, and then my timer wasn't timing right, and then I got mad. I decided just to start over. A little dramatic maybe, but you know what, it is what it is. Let's get into the first book that I'm reading. So I'm currently reading The Bridge Kingdom by Daniel L. Jensen. I am at page 289. I'm starting to really like this book. I'm kind of getting into the precipice of not the precipice, but there's a lot of things that are about to fall, I think, in my opinion, and I'm getting kind of nervous about that. But we're going to start reading this and finish it. I don't necessarily have a TBR for this video. I have my TBR for the month, but I am probably just going to read whatever piques my interest. I also have a few audiobooks on Hoopla that I want to finish up. I'm listening to The Starving Saints and Warriors, which is the 7th book in the Helldiver series. So depending on how I feel throughout the day, I might listen to the audiobooks and work on a craft. I have some crochet projects I want to work on, and I also have one of those gem paint things that I might end up working on. So we're just going to kind of see how it goes, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, so I think we should just get started. I'm so anxious right now. I'm so stressed. I just got to this part in the book that I've been waiting for, that I've been super stressed about the whole time, and the problem didn't get solved. Like, I don't want to keep reading. Like, I don't. I'm at page 344, and there's 429. I'm really anxious now. And I don't want to keep reading. So, we'll see what I decide to do. I might start a new book. Not finish this one. I don't know. I can't explain to you how anxious I've been. And then it just is at the precipice now. I hate it. Okay, team, I've decided I'm a coward. Yes. Okay, partially coward, partially I have to go get mail from my mailbox. So I'm gonna go on a little walk-see outside. You technically need to go work out at some point today, but I'm not sure how well I'm feeling about that. Let's go work out, shouldn't I? Frick. Okay, new plan, retconning the retcon plan. So I'm gonna go to my gym, and I'm gonna probably walk/run on the treadmill. So I'm gonna bring my Kindle if it's charged. I'm gonna bring my Kindle and we're gonna read something there. I don't know what book I have on right now. I walked there. I'm gonna listen to The Starving Saints. I don't know where I'm at. I think I'm 30-something% into that book. So we're gonna listen to that as I go walk to the gym. Then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna maybe be brave and keep reading The Bridge Kingdom. I just am scared. I'm scared of things falling apart, and I know they will. And I'm scared. And we're gonna pause on reading that, and we're gonna listen to Starving Saints, and then read whatever's on my Kindle while I go to the gym, because I have to. Womp womp. Okay, I'm at the gym. I'm switched from listening to Starving Saints to reading Requiem. I'm about 48% of the way through. I really only read this book when I'm at the gym, because it's on my Kindle, so I can just like put it on and run and read. Okay, I just had a quick jog. It was like 15 minutes. I'm to 57% of the way through the book, so almost 10% through. We are now 2 hours in, and I've accomplished reading 3 books in the last 2 hours. Starving Saints back on. I'll finish some little side tasks I have today. Go back and I will decide what I want to do, if I would like to keep being stressed or not. I have to, but I don't want to, so. Okay, I thought I was gonna be brave and finish reading this, but I think I wanna crochet. So I think I'm gonna finish listening to The Starving Saints. Okay, so the timer is about 3.5 hours, and there's about 5 hours left in The Starving Saints. Listen to it on like 1.75 speed, so it does go a little less than 5 hours. So I think I'm gonna go outside and listen to that for a little bit, and I kind of want to crochet. I don't know what I'm gonna crochet yet, and then after I get bored crocheting, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna finish The Bridge Kingdom. Okay, I had my ice cream. We're chilling. I am now going to work on crocheting. I was gonna start making my Jujutsu Kaisen inspired half shrug thing, but I don't want to watch the YouTube video for it. and I'd have to watch a YouTube video the whole time, and if I watch a YouTube video, then I can't be listening to my audiobook. So instead I'm gonna watch part of a YouTube video, and I'm gonna start working on leg warmers because I know most of the stitches I need to do, so I don't really need to watch it. So I'm 88% of the way through Starving Saints and about 5 hours and 20 minutes into my reading tracker. I don't really want to keep reading Starving Saints. Like, I want to DNF it, but I don't know, I'm kind of like over it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm not having a bad time, but I'm not having a good time. I think I just need to stop reading it for a little bit and then come back to it. Because, like, I don't know, there's not very much left in it. Like I said, I'm only 88% through. There's only, like, what, 12% left in it? I'm kind of over listening to it right now. I'm gonna be brave. Raise my cortisol levels, you know what I mean? And like, I know something bad's gonna happen because the next book is literally called The Traitor's Queen. Like, I'm mentally preparing for things to go wrong. Also, crochet update. I didn't actually get very far because I'm outside, so when I crochet outside, the yarn, the humidity kind of hits so that it doesn't go through my fingers as smoothly as I like it to, so then it kind of irritates me a little bit. So this is what I got done. It's gonna be leg warmers, so it's not even close to being big enough. My leg does not fit into that. So I gotta do quite a few more rows. And then I forgot to count, and I think I also maybe missed a stitch. I can't really tell. Tell me if you can tell if I missed a stitch, because I think I did 14, but I think I'm only counting 12. But also I'm kind of like, you know what, it'll be fine. When I stitch together, it looks normal. We're back inside. I just finished The Bridge Kingdom. Let me tell you, it was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I really up here was so stressed. I think it's because I read a lot of high stakes books where we just be killing everyone. We be killing everyone, okay? No one lives. Okay, no one lives in half the books I read. I really just overworked my brain a little bit on this one and got a little too anxious for it. Besides that, I actually really enjoyed this. This was probably one of the fastest physical books I've read recently because I tore through Blood Over Brighthaven. It was a good read. I see why this was a Book Talk Darling book. It was kind of, there was a slow burn, enemies to lovers type thing. It was action, fantasy. And I really like that we like developed the story and the characters, because a lot of the Book Talk romantasy books that get recommended, I feel like just go directly into like insta love, insta romance, and don't really take time to build the story or build the characters and the world. I was really actually pleased that it did feel like it took time to like build the world, build the strategy, you know, with the character development, things like that. So I am really pleased about that. I think, I'm not sure what I want to rate this. Let me think for a second. You know what? Honestly, I think 4 out of 5 stars. Because I did have a really good time with it, and it did make me feel something. I would not rate this 5 out of 5 stars. Don't think it was that good. Usually I have to like be really involved into it and like usually get really emotional. Now the decision comes. Because we're just shy of 6 hours in our reading vlog, in our 24 hours. I realized though, I read 3 books, 3 different books in that 6 hours. But you know what, it's fine. I also didn't really track the time for them very well. But we're done with book 1. So the question is, do we start another book, or do we finish one of the other 2 that I've already started? That's the question. I don't think I really want to listen to Starving Saints. I could add a 4th book in less than 6 hours to listen to. I'm listening to Warriors, which is the 7th book in the Helldiver series, which is one of the books where we just be killing people all of the time. All of the time. No one ever lives. But I'm also at a slightly stressful point in that book as well. I mean, every point in that book is stressful, but this is a particularly stressful point. We got some of my favorite characters really could be dying for reals this time. And I just can't take another loss in this book. I've already lost one really, really good person that I loved, and I just can't take another. I can't. Or I can start a new book. Actually, I think I'm leaning towards listening to Warriors and doing a craft outside. I don't know how far into it I am. I don't know. I need to think on it. Okay, I've made a decision. I'm gonna go listen to Warriors. I didn't check how much time I had left in it. I'm gonna listen to Warriors. I'm gonna color in Swearing is Caring. My brother and his girlfriend got me this for Christmas. So I'm I finished Warriors, which is the 7th book in the Helldivers series, and I feel like I've talked about this series a lot because I have been reading it for like almost now a year and a half now, and I'm just obsessed with it. It's one of my favorite series that I've read. I don't know. That one, like I said, we were on the precipice of a lot of different things in that one. The loss. It's fine, we're fine. Everything is fine. Just, you know, hit my heart a little bit. Some tears, some struggles, that's okay. There's 12 books in the series, and there's 3 novellas. I've read one of the novellas. I'll have to read the next 2. I'm gonna read one of the novellas next, because there's like one that was like 1.5 or something like that, you know? I'm gonna go back and read that before I continue reading the next books in the series. I enjoyed this. I rated it 5 out of 5 stars. I love this series. It's one of my favorite ones. It's also, I feel like, a very niche series. There's not a lot of people who've read it or read it. I love it, though. I will continue to read this series. I think it's great. In the series, we basically follow Helldivers. I also realized I didn't explain the Bridge Kingdom, so I'll do that when I start the Traitor Queen. Basically, there was a war, a nuclear war on Earth, and so no one can live on the Earth due to the radioactivity. So the surviving people live in giant airships that float X amount of miles above the Earth away from the radiation. But for that to keep going, they have to have Helldivers who jump from the airship down to Earth to get supplies to keep the airship going as it deteriorates. With that, it's a very dangerous job. You have to jump through the radioactive storms. You have to hope your batteries don't die in those. You have to hope that when you land, that you land in a safe area, because a lot of times they'll just hit buildings and fucking die. You have to try to survive what's on the ground, which there are a lot of different mutated animals and plants. And then you have to survive going back up to the ship. So there's a lot of risk in being a Helldiver, and a lot of people die doing it. Our main character, Xavier, he has dove over like 50 times, which is like the longest running Helldiver they have. Follow his story, and then in the first book, I also believe there's like a weird political battle happening on the airship while Xavier and his team are diving to the Earth to try to get some supplies. Not a weird political battle, it's like the same political battle that usually always happens, is that like the lower people on the ship are getting radiation poisoning, there isn't enough food, there isn't enough space, things are breaking. Some people see that as unfair and unequal, which, you know, arguably it is. But how do you fix it? Anyway, so there's kind of like a slight coup kind of happening type thing while Xavier's down the ship, and he's a very key part of everything. I really enjoy the series. It has obviously expanded a lot just from that point in time. I don't want to get into it too much, but there's many storylines that happen and lots of different characters who come in and go. I obviously am really obsessed with it. I've read 8 books if you count the novella for this series already, and will continue to read them until they're not being written anymore. The series is done. On to the next thing. I might listen to Starving Saints some more. Oh, time check. We are 7 hours and 13 minutes in. I did spend 3 of that yapping to you guys. So about 7 hours and 10 minutes in. And we finished now 2 books. The Bridge Kingdom and Warriors. So that's good. Good morning! Okay, so let's start off by saying I finished Starving Saints. I had some errands to run this morning, so I put Starving Saints on while I was doing some errands. I believe I started the day with a little shy of 7 hours, and we're just a hair over 8 right now. So I listened to the end of that. I don't think I actually liked it. I really wanted to, and I really feel like I should have, but I didn't actually enjoy it very much. So I think I am gonna rate it 2 out of 5 stars. I can't put an exact reason on why I didn't like it. I just knew I just was not enjoying it. And I kind of had to push myself through the last, like, 12%, 15%. That's never a good sign, because I was trying to decide 3 or 2, but I think I'm going to go with 2 stars. I think that there is an audience for this book. I just don't think that this one was for me. And like I said, I really did want it to hit, because it has, like, aspects of things that I would really enjoy, and I don't even mind, like, I guess, is it body horror? Is that technically kind of what it's called? I don't know. Or, like, the weird aspects of this book, because in Starving Saints, I can't remember if I've already said it or not, but the people are basically stuck in their castle under siege for the last 6 months, and now everyone in the castle is starving. And so there's a mad woman in the castle who is tasked with making miracles. So she purifies the water for one miracle. And then she's asked to make food out of nothing. And so when she does that, something else kind of appears, and it ends up, you know, cascading into a bunch of different things. But I don't think I would recommend this to people unless you wanted like a specific horror. So with that being said, let's talk about what I'm gonna do the rest of the day. I want to read The Traitor Queen. I want to kind of wrap up this little duology so I can look into maybe getting the next books, but also I just kind of want to wrap this up so that way I can go on to another series without feeling completely incomplete, you know? Because I have a few other books on my TBR that I want to finish up this month. I do have more errands to do. I'm getting a table today or a desk today, so I need to put that together, reorganize the room that it's going in, and work on some things for that. I'm hoping I can get The Traitor Queen on Hoopla as an audiobook. I'm specifically saying Hoopla because I feel like on Libby I'm gonna have to put a hold in, and that's just not gonna work for me. If I can't get this on Hoopla to listen to as an audiobook, there are a few other audiobooks I want to listen to, but I really want to get through some books on my physical TBR so I can go book shopping. So I do want to listen to this one as audiobook. If not, I do think I can get Fate Breaker by Victoria Aveyard, which is the third book in the Realm Breaker series, so maybe I'll try getting that because I do need to read that one as well. But for now, I'm going to try to read this one and listen to it as an audiobook so I can get through some of my errands I need to do today. If not, I have I have a handful of other books on Hoopla that are due in the next few weeks, so I'd like to get through those before they get returned. So maybe I'll look into reading one of those if I can't get this. But timer is at 8 hours and 5 minutes, and I'm gonna start reading The Traitor Queen, and I don't know how long I'll read for, but... Okay, I'm already having such a good time with The Traitor Queen. I'm 50 pages in. I like where this is going. I do. Also, I would really like to say that I really enjoy how we are connecting the characters in this book and some things that are being said in this book to the next book in the series. Obviously, if you were reading these books as they were coming out, you wouldn't know those connections, but being someone who does know what the next books in the series are about and like the next character that we're gonna go into, it's so interesting to see, and I love when books do that shit. I think it's so fun. So I just had to say that before I kept reading, but this is not how I wanted this to go for them. This is not how I wanted it to go. Okay, I'm on page 231. I'm almost to 11 hours. I will give you another update, but right now I just had to get that off my chest. Also, I'm gonna go make a snack. So I'm gonna pause, make a snack, read for another 10 minutes, and then we'll do an 11-hour update. I just hit hour 11. I'm at page 246 in my reading. There's about 400 pages in this book, so about 150 left. I'm kind of eating it up. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of really am enjoying it. It's like little fantasy that obviously turns into kind of, I would consider it kind of high fantasy because of how many books I think are in the series. There's like 7. I'm enjoying the story. I'm gonna finish this one up. It'll probably take me, I don't even know how long, hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, I don't really know. But I guess we'll see. So it's hour 11. I'm gonna try to read the rest of it, and then we'll do a check-in again. Guys, I'm so dumb. I thought these extra pages at the end of the books were like bonus chapters for like the next book, but it's literally bonus chapters for that book. I didn't realize that until I got to this one, the bonus chapter of this book. I'm so dumb. I finished The Traitor Queen, but now I'm gonna go back and read the bonus chapters that I just didn't process for bonus chapters because I was like, okay, I'm done with the bonus chapters. They added the bonus chapters were good. I don't know why my brain skipped over the first time I saw them, but it definitely did. And the way that this bonus chapter ended, like these ones I really liked because they were good insight into the characters that we didn't get as much. This one is such a good hook for the next book. So much so that I want to read the next book right now. Also, time check, we're at 12 hours and 50 minutes. The thing is, I have to build a desk now. So I can't pick up the third book in this series because I need to build a desk. I think what I'm gonna do now is build a desk and listen to, it's called A Long Way to an Angry Planet or something like, I'll put it on the screen, by Becky Chambers. I read another book by her and I really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna do that one. It's a sci-fi. I really enjoyed this one. I think again, 4 stars. I think they've both been 4 stars, no? This is like a really good looking series for me. I'm quite enjoying it. Not enough to do 5. But I am really enjoying it, and I feel like the story has me hooked. And I kind of thought, because these two ended kind of a little bit of, like I said, the first arc for Lara. So I was kind of sad because some of the characters we just got introduced into this I really like and I really wanted to see more of. So part of me was kind of sad in that, like, we might be losing their stories or losing them as characters to go into the next arc of books. As I kind of said, I thought they were interconnected books, and they are. But from how this book ended, I don't believe that we are going to be losing our characters or as many characters as I thought. I think we will keep seeing them again. They may not be like in the POV of the characters. So like we may not get chapters from Laura and Aaron again. But I do think we will keep seeing them pop as characters. POVs are going to shift the next two sets of characters. But I do think they'll keep coming back, which I'm excited about because I enjoyed the characters. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I enjoyed everyone we get introduced to in this book. Well, technically we introduced. I enjoyed everyone we saw a lot more in this book. We saw them first here, but we got a lot more of them here, and I'm excited to see what the family does. So anyway, I'm gonna go listen to an audiobook and try to build a desk and not crash out. You see that? Anyway. Okay, I just started listening to A Long Trip to a Small Angry Planet. The audio, I just hit play. It sounds so bad. It sounds like it's like old. I don't know if this is an older recording or what, but the audio does not sound very nice or crisp. I can't really like you can understand it, but it doesn't sound like it was recorded recently. It sounds like it was recorded on like a kind of subpar mic. We'll see how that goes and if I continue liking it or not. I think I maybe just have to get used to it again and then I'll be okay with it. But that's my first thought off the bat, is the audio sounds weird. I put the drawers on the wrong side. I wanted them on the left side and then I put them on the right side. The instructions, they lied to me. I was doing it like the instructions said. Sounds like a brother problem, you know what I mean? Not a me problem. I put it together. He can take it apart and re-put it together. Should I save the instructions? I am 14% in the audiobook, and I was right. I did kind of just get used to the audio quality not being top tier. In my brain, I don't know. 13 hours and 49 minutes into our time. It is the end of my day. Here is what I'm thinking in the plan for about 14 hours. We have about 10 hours left. I'm hoping to get that done over the next 2 days. I'm thinking tonight I'm done listening to my audiobook and I will either read some of She is Haunting. I started this. I'm about 50 pages into this. I started it a while ago before this challenge. So I'm kind of already into this one. I stopped it because I just was not in the mood for it. It's a YA horror book, so I might pick this one up as like my next book to read because I'm going to put a pause in reading the Bridge Kingdom series because I want to wait till I at least have the third and fourth book so I can read those together because I'm assuming those are the same. A duology, I'll have to look into it more a little bit later. So I'm either going to read She is Haunting or I'm going to read on my Kindle, I'm going to read Requiem. See how much of that I can get through because I should probably finish it because I've been reading that one for a long time. Tonight I'll put the time and my audiobook clip on screen. I end up reading a little bit before bed. If so, I will comment on that in the morning. Okay, here is next day update. I'm about 19 hours and 5 minutes in. Tomorrow will be the final day. It really feels like I haven't gotten through very many books because I finished 2 audiobooks. I'm almost done with the one I'm currently listening to. But I also have to remember I finished 2 physical books, which was kind of crazy. So I'm at a total of 4 right now, about to be 5, and I don't think I'll be able to finish one more tomorrow. I believe I'm 83% of the way through A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. I'm really enjoying that one right now. It's giving, there's like a found family, it's aliens, there's a bunch of different types of aliens, different cultures within them. I actually like the cast and the crew of this, and I feel like they're really well balanced characters in like the way they act, the way they feel. I think, you know, like the cultures are very well blended. I just feel like there's like good takeaways more than just like the story, like the morals in this and things like that. I think they're really good, and I also feel like it's very inclusive, which I love an inclusive book. I feel like when you write alien books like that have other species in them besides just like your traditional human or like anything like that has multiple species, writing the relationships between them, there's bad ways to it and there's good ways to it. I feel like that Becky Chambers does a really good way of doing it, you know, of where it's respectful, but then there's also characters who show different layers and feelings about these species. Like not everyone just loves everyone, you know what I mean? There's like different layers that go into it. So I really enjoy that aspect, and I'm having a good time. I'll give you more thoughts on it when I finish it, because I don't want to speak too much ahead of myself, but I am having a good time right now. So I did a lot of reading, you know, on my breaks today at work, so I did not really record very much. I don't have a plan yet for tomorrow. That's where I'm at right now. Hello, welcome back. Okay, we're at 20 hours and 9 minutes. Wow, my hair is looking crazy. Did finish A Long Way to a Smaller Planet. I enjoyed that one. I thought it was a good time. I thought the ending was really good, and I will continue. I think it is a series, so I will be picking up the next book. Not sure on a star rating, so I'll put that in retroactively. But I had a good time. I really did. So now I'm going to be reading. It's in my sleeve. She is Haunting. Okay, that might not be true, because I might not finish the last 4 hours tonight, so it might be an audiobook tomorrow. But right now I'm going to try tackling some of She is Haunting. Page 43. Okay, chapter 5. Decided to listen to I'm Glad My Mom Died by Gemma McCurdy, which took me to 20 hours and 46 minutes. Don't know how much of this I read, so whoops. And to end with the challenge, I finished on I'm Glad My Mom Died and made it to 24 hours. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. Like and subscribe. Bye!